Eddo charity race that was actually put on by one of our very own to try and help raise some money. I don't have an exact number offhand right now, but I know we've raised almost $800 just in the last couple hours by putting on this race. So a great thing that Giggity is doing for one of our drivers that's really in need right now. As you know, we're a big family here. We always talk about it. We always stress it. We love the support that we have from the fellow drivers in this league, and I have two other drivers up here with me today. I've got Fat Patch is going to be in here helping out. We've got Puddin'. I don't consider him a driver yet. And then we've also got Roofer in here. He's the other driver. But, I got to give you a hard time, man. How you guys doing this morning?
Great, man. Excited. Ed he's in the hospital right now because of a bad kidney. He got a kidney infection. And he was down, he didn't know nothing about this. And the guys that put this together, raising the money, he's only like $500 short now of being able to get a life-saving kidney transplant. So this means the world. Like he's over three-quarters of the way now, and it's there. So like I told him, he was really feeling down last week and really sick. But man, he's feeling a lot better knowing that Giggity has his back and this is making this possible for him. He waited over like 3 years. He's been waiting on the donor. When the donor finally arrived, well, he didn't think there was going to be any cost. He actually has to pay hotel room and food for himself and the donor for after the surgery. That's how that works. So that's what this money is basically for. So he's able to pay the donor's lodging for as he's healing and his own lodging and food as they're both healing from the transplant process. But thanks to everybody who had a hand in this, man. This is just like we did for Trout. This is awesome. Perfect when the community comes together for one of their own.
Well, as you said there, I mean, it's really a cost management thing right now that we're trying to do is we're trying to help out both parties here, and Ed, he's a great guy. He does a lot for Giggity. He does a lot for anybody that needs it. He's always here to talk. He's always here as a friend, and for us to be able to get back to him, it's a really good feeling. I know that some of us wish we could do more, but we can't, and it doesn't matter. Whatever little bit you helped out with, whatever little bit you can continue to help out with, it never goes and gets taken for granted. We appreciate every little thing that gets done for us.
You'd be surprised. I threw it up on my Twitter, and I actually had donations from a lot of other leagues, NBN Outlaws, because they seen it on Twitter, and they remember Eddo and knew, because Eddo, he pretty much had the Truck Series Season 1 under wraps, and then something happened with his kidney, and he had to go to the hospital. We didn't hear from him for a couple months, and everything's been going well, but didn't hear lately he got sick again. That's when the doctor has told him, if you don't get this done in the next 6 months, you're not going to make it. And they upped his dialysis another day, so he has to go to dialysis 4 times a week now for 4 hours. But he has to sit there and let that machine filter his blood, or he wouldn't be alive right now. But we're going to get him that new kidney, and then he's only 30-something years old, man. He'll be able to live a full, healthy life for the first time in a long time.
Joining into the party up here. What's up, Mr. Noka? How are you doing today, man?
Hey, what y'all doing?
Oh, you know what we're doing, buddy. How you doing, man?
Doing good. What's going on with the race?
Yep, we're at the Eddo charity race. Everybody donated some money to get in here. They just got there's over $700-800 raised so far for him.
Did you not get an invite?
No.
Because there was a couple extra seats that were paid for. And,
Yeah.
If you want to race, man, go load your car up. I'll send
Yeah, you can
an
take
invite.
one of my seats, man. I paid for 2 drivers, man, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the series?
It is Xfinity Series at Michigan.
Michigan default time series.
Okay.
If you want to, you can join the race and stay in the lobby with us to be an extra in-race reporter. Or...
Yeah, I'll stay in the lobby here with you guys.
Yeah, that sounds good. We always love having you in the booth, Noco, man. It's always fun. You always give some really good insight. And I'm excited to have you up here with us, man.
I'd rather have him in the booth than be on the racetrack with him. That's for darn sure.
No, because if you're on the track with him, you can learn from him, man. So you got to get that experience too.
Yeah, you guys don't know how many times that I've just sat back behind this man and watched and helped my racing out a lot just by
I mean, if we can keep up with you, we'll watch you, but that's not normally something that happens.
I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem,
Let's
buddy.
see. How's your username spelled? Ain't there X in front of it?
Yeah, there's X on it.
Okay.
Once again, guys, thanks Archangel for helping us do the broadcast, everything. Everybody up here in the booth. This is a special charity race. Yes, we are a little bit early online, but today is a special event. We do have our regular scheduled Xfinity racing coming up tonight. This is a very special event for one of our good guys out there. We're trying to help Eto out there. Archangel doing the broadcasting. Everybody else, Roofer helping establish everything, and everybody that's participating. Thanks a lot, guys. We really do appreciate it. We're getting ready to get this thing under green flags, and it's going to be a good show today.
Did I get an invite?
Yeah, I'm trying to get you right now. Either you're not showing up on mine, or let me just, I can search for you. How do you spell your name?
Just put X, N, and then put 0. And it's my name.
The 0, that's what's got me. There we go. Got you right now, buddy. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, you're good.
This is going to be a fun one, man. We also
Hey, you guys, as a matter of fact, I want to give you guys an update. Ed is actually trying to get on YouTube right now so that he can watch this live, as he's talking in the Giggity chats right now to us. So for all you guys out there that are wanting to give shout outs to Ed or anything like that, he will be watching the broadcast. So you can put it in the comments section, and he'll definitely be allowed to read it, and he'll definitely appreciate it. I know him and his wife have been having a real emotional battle with all the love and support lately from Giggity, and I know that it's meant a lot to them. So for me as a driver, me as a part of this organization, I just want to reach out and tell you, Ed, man, we love you, buddy. We're thinking about you, and you know, we'll do anything we can to help you. And
well, I'm just so proud of the Heat Sport community and Giggity Racing League for what they do for drivers in need, and Eto's he's in dire need right now, man. And I'm just so proud that all the guys that have donated banded together for him. And, Eto's a really good guy, and I just hope and pray that he can get everything situated for his health. And that's all that's all we're doing this for. Is we just want to make sure everybody's going to be taken care of, and that's what's more important than anything else.
Well put.
Yeah, very well put. It's just like I said, I've been a part of quite a few gaming communities, and I've never seen any gaming community as tight as the NASCAR gaming community is. If there's a tragedy, and everyone knows about it, everyone tries to do anything they can. We were thinking, luckily his transplant wasn't, he had 500 saved up, so we really only needed to raise 1,500, and it was a small amount, something that we got done for him. It's awesome to see, but at the same time, y'all still remember Trout. At the same time, I believe his was around 30 something out of the 50. But hopefully he's getting better as well. I can't wait to have him back on. I know it's going to be a long haul for him, but the way that man's mind is, he might get back on here pretty soon. What do you think?
If we all know Ed as well as we think we do, I'm surprised he doesn't have the PS4 with him at the hospital, linking onto their Wi-Fi, sneaking it on the wall.
Well, I mean, he is in good spirits. I've talked to Trout, and he's definitely messaged me privately, and he's just so thankful for all the support. And he can't wait to get back out. It's gonna be a long journey, though. I mean, we're probably 6 to 8 months out before we're gonna see Trout back again. But the best thing to take away from all this is he's still alive.
all right, guys, we're gonna blue screen real quick, and we're gonna jump into this race. No, we're not, because he didn't send me an invite. I need one of you guys to jump in that race lobby and send me an invite real quick, will you?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the invite myself.
Just loading the screen right now. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Sorry, guys. We might have to tell him we might have to do a quick redo.
Did you get invited to that race, Noko?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, so if you're in, you're not able to invite, right?
No.
Okay. I'll go ahead and jump out and let him know we're going to have to restart. Hopefully they see me disconnect. They know what's going on.
I think I'm just gonna have to get rid of my whole other PlayStation account and only run on this one. So, because Matty, he's over here. He's like, man, he's like, I sent you an invite. I was like, yeah, buddy, you sent it to the wrong account.
The other day when you were helping me broadcast, I think that was pretty funny. Those guys that know, especially who you are, man. I was under your account when you're helping me, and then they saw two Archangels and one lobby racing at Eldora. They were probably like, "What the heck is going on here?"
Yeah, it's nice to be able to mess around with fellas and have some fun and give them something to laugh about.
Everybody's happy.
All right, that sounds good.
Awesome. I don't even have to type it. About that, guys. How sometimes,
There we go. Maybe if I appear online, guys. Again, sorry I hide during the day from you guys.
Hey, am I appearing online real quick so I know? That way I ain't got a blue screen. E-Boz, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, E-Boss? We're doing a broadcast for Edtho right now. They're doing a little bit of a charity race today, raising some money for it, man. And apparently E-Boss still cannot hear me.
I can hear you.
I don't know if there's something going on with his mic or my mic or something right there, but I tried talking to him right before I got on here, and E-Boss cannot hear me. I think he's got me muted.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because everyone else does, so he was fine.
Hey, E-Boz, you might have to check and see if you got put in mute, because everybody else can hear him, buddy.
Alright, I just got a new invite.
There we go.
All right, no code. Tell me when to join, and I'll join, buddy.
Yeah, we'll tell you when this
Get some invite. Oh yeah.
Sorry for a little bit of slow start here, y'all. We're still trying to. It's a little bit earlier than what we normally get ready, but we'll get it all going here soon.
Only no-go take those invites. I'm actually going to send y'all a set of two, just in case something happens.
All right.
It's always nice to have a backup plan. Once again, guys, thanks for everybody out there who's been able to participate in this race. Joined in. Edtho, man, this one's to you. Everybody's thinking about you. I'm glad we were able to get you, help that a little bit more, get you closer to that goal. I just heard the boss once again. I can hear him, but apparently he can't hear us.
Don't accept these yet. I'm gonna send you a pair also.
There you go.
All right.
Don't take them yet, guys. That's all right. We're live on Giggity Racing Network. Fixing to go 62 laps around Michigan. It's going to be a good race, I think.
Well, we come to Michigan, folks, because this is one of Ed's favorite tracks. He really likes running the Xfinity cars, and he loves running this track. So that's kind of why we chose today's track for this event, so that we can do it kind of. So he can sit here and watch it here.
Right. And I said, I know Ed loves Michigan.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Last time he ran here, he had a great car. I think he was running third. I don't know if something's happened at the end of the stage. If he's watching, he might be able to tell us. But I just remember being in the goods and seeing he had a great car.
I think it was pit strategy wound up holding him towards the back at the end.
Could be, because I haven't noticed the guys on controller, if they haven't done their homework, their tires wear a little faster than the guys on the wheel, and they have to hit, a track like this 3 times where two laps, cycle shorter than some of the guys on the wheels that hold a steady line, and that adds up over, 4 or 5 pit stops, 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Pit stops, so.
Heck yeah, it does. I know I've lost a couple races because I'm on the controller.
I've done some practice at here lately, and I've noticed that this is a track that 2 tires is not out the window. You could actually use that strategy, but you better be cooking, and you better hope you can get some draft. Somebody, stick with somebody, because you can go way faster than just one guy compared to all the themselves.
Oh yeah, definitely here.
All three tracks we got coming up today are really all kind of similar in a way. Michigan, and then later on we'll run Pocono and Daytona on the playoffs. So it's actually this Michigan race going to get me warmed up for tonight.
We're going over 2 miles at every track. It's going to be a big, long day filled with speed.
Love me some power.
I love short tracks now too. Don't get me wrong. Bristol and Richmond and some of them tracks are my favorite. It's just the wheel, you know. Some of these big tracks I get a little bit of an advantage. We are 30 seconds away. I will let you guys know when the invite.
All right, sounds good, buddy.
Never mind, they just qualified.
You guys keep pausing it. It's like a Civic lobby.
I did not even notice this, but I'm actually starting third. We're not qualifying, we're just going. I actually had a qualifying slider in there, and I just thought that's not good. I almost just messed my whole race up.
And again, not only is this for a good cause, guys, it's cool to see a lot of different series out there all running together, having a little bit of fun. And it is, you know, it's really cool that everybody's going to be able to see this thing.
All right, go ahead, guys.
All right, I'm on blue screen.
We're both actually in the race, and I'm just going to help the guys out, help them out with lap count and stuff like that, but I will be muted up most of the time, because I know Putin, he's such a great broadcaster, but him and all, they can probably keep it entertained, but we will give you, updates and stuff like that. I believe there's no cautions again tonight, guys, so there's a red, don't refer a caution.
Sorry, guys. It was very uncharacteristic for me not to say more than 2 words in 1 second here, but trying to put a little food in my belly, guys, so I apologize.
You're perfectly fine, Puddin', man. Go ahead and get you some food. As we're getting ready to load in right now, and we're about to pop up. And
it must be early there. I figured you'd have 3 Keystones in you at least.
Well, two.
All right, guys, we're coming down to this green flag here. As we got Boomhauer and Woodruff starting on the front row. Let's see who can make it down and carry that most speed through 1 and 2. I know it's really hard to pick up speed at this track and maintain it in the middle. As Woodruff's going to take the early lead.
There's so much room here as we see him go down here. There's so much room, and there's so many different lines you can run. I mean, this is just so cool to see all this. Look at 3, 4 wide. Full throttle, Xfinity racing, guys. All for FO.
Well, and there's a lot of guys that when you hear the Cup drivers talk about this track, this is one of their favorite tracks because of that, man. There's 5 different lanes you can run here. You can stick them 4 or 5 wide, and as long as you got the guys to control it, you guys can just keep going like that all the way around this track. We're gonna ride on board here with Roofer, our in-race reporter, running third. He's running up in that middle of the track because we got a little bit of beating and banging behind him. Brooms on the wall.
This is so awesome. Look at this. We got so many familiar names. All 3 series all coming together. Like we said earlier, big race, big family going on. And look at that. Some going high, some going low. Different techniques, guys. This is awesome.
I love it. There's always such good racing here at Giggity.
Look at that. Look who's up there. Mr.
Boomhauer. RKM, he's up there and fighting for 4th with them boys too.
I was talking with Boomhauer a little bit last night, talked to him this morning. He's definitely excited to go race tonight. Like you guys said, he got a couple stage wins the other night. He wants to go for some redemption, and he said, come on, guys. Follow this big old train down the back stretch. I'll lead you down here. he's starting to pull away too. You know, these guys start to racing with each other. They're going to start letting Edo, excuse me, Boomhauer get away in the Edo race. Excuse me, that's what I'm saying. Boomhauer is definitely putting down the hammer. Look at him.
I can tell you guys, when you get underneath somebody, your car just gets tight and it wants to float up the track and up the track and up the track. Just an inside race report if you see that from anybody.
Holy good gracious, guys. Look at Boomhauer start pulling away as I follow right behind him. Good for him. There is so much good racing back there. Again, I'm watching the 2-3 ride going into the corners, trying to click back and get some of these people. But there's our man right there, Roofer. We were on board with Broom. Looks like he fell back a little bit. Some of these, there's gave me a strategy to to this track. Some people stay back, and then some people want to get up front to avoid it. But we can see some unfortunate big wrecks here. We're on board with the one and only Australian Robbie. He's looking real good. I know he's excited to race tonight.
I'm actually on board with our other in-race reporter right now, Noko. After I watched him come from towards the back of the field, he's about to be making a pass for second. Him and Mills was running nose to tail, drafting their way through this field for a minute.
I really got to know what crew chief he has and what the secrets that he puts in that car, man. Because I'm telling you, man, there's nitrous in Noko's cars at all times. I bet they.
That's what happens That's what happens when you're still an old school driver that works on your car. You are the crew chief.
Right. Again, guys, thanks for joining us. This is a little bit of an early broadcast for Giggity Race, and this was, the Edo fundraiser. Thanks for everybody who's able to donate. They've raised almost $600, $700, $800 they were talking about. We'll get you an update here, but this is awesome. Cool to have you guys on board. Thanks, Arch, for doing the broadcast. All of our in-race reporters, everybody for participating, and anybody who can donate.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it, man. I appreciate all these drivers coming out, man. It's just this league and this group of guys out here, man. They're just so heartwarming, man. When you sit here and you can actually sit back and think about all the things that Giggity does for their drivers, it's just amazing, man.
Yeah, and it's not just like just one person too. It's everybody. It's this giant community, like you said. I was so reluctant about coming on board with Giggity because I thought it was just about racing. And once I got affiliated with everybody here, man, it is more than just going Heat 4 racing. It's so cool to have all the friendships, all the jokes that go back and forth, and then when people need each other, they're always there to help each other. So it was my mistake for reluctantly hesitating, but I'm glad I did make the jump over, man, and I'm proud to call myself a Giggity.
Oh, me too. And guys, man, we do more than just race on Heat 4 together. I mean, we play other games. We sit here in chat parties, not even playing games, and just sit here and talk and shoot the crap as friends. And it's nice to have that, man, when you build a family like this, to not feel like you have to be forced into racing or anything like that, because that's not what Giggity's about. Yeah, we love racing, man, but we just love being here as good people for each other, man, more than we do anything else.
Yeah, like you said, I'm very reluctant on who I give my phone number out. Everybody knows I'm a world famous celebrity. So most of the people in my phone now, most of them are, Giggity racers. And like I said, we travel state to state. One of these states, if I'm in your state or close, I'd love to be able to meet up with you and hang out with, and shake a hand, drink a beer, and just chill out with you guys. But it's so awesome to see what we're doing and with all the racing. And Boomhauer, you just said the other night after the Daytona race, literally, we sat there on the yellow party chat screen for almost an hour and a half just shooting the baloney. So it's so cool to do that with so many people.
Oh, it is, man. And it really helps pass the time. As we got dude, Boom is just holding this lead, man. He is not letting go of it.
I think he oh, sorry there, I got a message I'm trying to read. I'm not a very good multitasker. We watched Noko pull up right behind Woodruff. They're going to give that a nice little draft. The draft does play effect here, guys, so wisely pulling in, sucking up, saving some fuel, but gaining that speed, and then making position on Tackleberry. Good to see Tackleberry out here. I haven't talked to him in a couple of days. Everybody won the Cup Development race and got signed Maple Leaf, so good to see him out here. last night, and we had some great racing at the Villains Racing. Noko, I know you were watching. A lot of the other team owners were. Was there anybody that impressed you last night, Noko? If you can hear me.
There's quite a few new drivers out there, and it's kind of hard to gauge on one race, but man, there's just so much good talent out there. So I mean, I had my eyes on quite a few guys. I don't want to give any secrets away, but as a team owner, I had my eyes on them. So
There
it's
you
good
go.
to see
That's
those
awesome.
guys doing. It's good to see those guys doing well.
And I know some people out there that have never raced with Giggity or in the development race. That was their first one. I got some messages. They were disappointed about their performance last night. I said, it's not about where you finished. It's about how you drove the race. And, we were emphasizing that a lot last night. And you're not going to get picked up right away. Some do, some don't. We still have the draft coming up, correct, Noko? And guys, we still have people who have open spots. So anybody out there, come join. You can't get picked up if you don't race every development race, guys.
You're absolutely right.
And I'm thinking about doing something on the side with Giggy, man. I'm thinking about running a league for some of the guys that don't make the main teams. Running like a whole development league that'll cover a bunch of the other series. Maybe do some like earlier day races or some later night races that'll work around Giggity's schedule. Because I know a lot of you guys are really wanting to get into here and really need some more development.
Right in front of traffic. Just not cool.
Yeah, see, when I got Heat 4, I got in with a couple people who got in, with a couple people who got in with a couple people, and next thing you know, we had about 16. And again, you guys have heard me talk about it, so we didn't want to actually have quote-unquote a league per se, but all 16 of us got together on a Wednesday night, and just for laughs, we did keep points, and almost all 16 of those people ended up in Giggity and signed. Like I said, I started calling it the Giggity Farm League, but just a bunch of us all got together. Didn't have any intentions of league racing. Got involved, and it was really cool to see the Puddin Giggity Farm League all get promoted and race. That was really cool. But it's just be able to hang out and talk with guys on a regular basis. It's like a euchre club every Wednesday at 9. Come on down, and hang out with us. And it's cool to know that you got that to look forward to. But if you're in Giggity racing 7 days a week, you can wake up looking forward to very good racing every day and good friends.
And that's the thing, man, is that I actually joined that little farm league that you guys have, and Noko, I know he runs it and stuff like that. And dude, there's a group of really fast guys there that have a lot of fun, and it's really nice to get some of them over here into Giggity. And even having their captain, having Zivik, he was in our development race last night, man. He's a fast driver, man. He's real fun to hang out with and stuff, and he does a real good job organizing them events at night.
Oh yeah, the after midnight stuff. That's all Civic. Again, we all know with him. We've raced with him quite a bit. If it wasn't for somebody else, once again, hitting that share button or recommending somebody, we'll get right back to that. You don't get picked up for friends to go race. He said, "Hey, come on over." So,
we just finished the stage. I'll give you guys a stage update here.
I was gonna say, did you just win that stage, Roofer?
No, Robbie won. Tackleberry second, Mills third, Gravely fourth, RKM fifth, I finished sixth, Hulk Crusher seventh, Maddie eighth, Broom ninth, 10 Boomhauer, and then 12th Woodruff. Sorry, just making sure I get my pit set up in. And then Dirt Dog, Brian SP, Salty Tenders lap down, and Steelers lap down. Myself, I took a 3-second splash of fuel. I didn't take any tires just to get some track position.
I was wondering how you got up there.
I fell back at the very beginning because I was going to try to save enough and to not pit, but I don't think that was an option. So,
well, now you can get in here, you can get a full service and get on cycle with everybody else and get back to racing hard.
Yes, sir. Y'all doing a great job.
Here we go, guys. Racing for Edo charity race. Got them racked, got them stacked. I had to say it, bringing them down to the race here. Got Boom, looking at Woodruff. They got FP Roofer up here, Boom and Broom, excuse me. They got two, you gotta punctuate, enunciate. Robbie Diggs, RKM. Look at all this talent and all these cool people that showed up. Ryan SD, man, it's so cool to see everybody show up for this. And, a lot of people out there not only donated, but they donated extra to make sure that there were some spots available. So everybody who did that, we greatly appreciate that too. And I know Edo was too, and it's cool to see everybody come together like that. Noko, you're starting to pull back just a little bit, but up on the high side, there it comes.
I love watching this, man. Watching these guys go through these first 4 corners after a caution or a green flag restart. It's awesome just watching these guys fan out and take up the whole track.
Oh, a little bit of contact. Can't see who that black car or the blue car was. I'm on board with it. Oh, I think that was Steelers. Oh, that was a very, very hard hit. Holy cow, who's the blue car?
Everybody up front winds up keeping it clean. They're still driving fast. As Roofer's trying to come through on that inside.
Yeah, that was Steelers that hit that wall real hard. I'm trying to see the other guy back there. Oh, Salty Tenders at him. Yeah, so.
I just got took out.
Yes, she did. Somebody got in the Roofer and caused a big pile up back there.
And I followed on. Yeah, look at that.
There was
Robbie
lag
got
on my screen, so I don't know
Looks
if
like
I
there
was
some lag.
Did you see me lagging, Noko? That was wondering.
Yeah, I saw some lag.
Okay. That's what I was kind of thinking because I seen the guys in front of me like.
And something else that we're working on next year that I've got rumored from a lot of the administrators here in Giggity, they're going to start running the default paint schemes to help eliminate that. There's plenty of numbers out there, plenty of trucks, plenty of Xfinity cars, plenty of Cup cars, but they're talking about running all default paint schemes next year to help with the custom lag, is what they just said. But I do like how they brought that in. I love coming up with paint schemes and running my own numbers stuff. I think that's a good idea that'll help eliminate some of this next year. Holy cow, look at this line behind Tackleberry.
Look at Noko trying to split it 3 wide right now.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, a little bit of contact. He bumps the wall, it looks like on my speed, just a little bit. Didn't lose any momentum. Gets in the draft. Holy cow, guys. You guys are putting on one hell of a show.
It's that arrow push we talked about.
Oh, yeah, see, that is real. A lot of people don't realize that. The draft, the arrow push, side drafting, tire wear, this game is, I think they did a great job with it to go bring that in perspective, Noko.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. If you get up behind somebody, you're going to experience that arrow push.
Well, that situation right there, you not only had somebody right in front of you, you had somebody right on your tail too. So as you're getting that arrow push on the nose of your car, you got a looseness coming from your car with Woodruff trying to come up and lift your spoiler. I like how they try to modify it now and they're trying to make it change through all 3 stages too.
I do like that, yeah. They really did do a good job with this game. Everybody can sit there and nitpick at every disadvantage, but compared to the last one, which is already very good, they did a great job with this one. They made it a lot more, in my opinion, competitive, right? More of that realism in. I would like to see them do something for like a broadcast mode to make it easier for people, because they know how many people are out there in leagues, how many people do broadcast. That's my personal opinion. They can't nitpicking, but I think this is a good job here.
Oh yeah, they definitely did a great job with this. As we're still sitting here watching this battle up front, man. These guys are racing hard up here for this lead.
Cool to see Mills in here too. And 1 minute he runs the those 4 12 cars, and now he's here in the Chevy 2 car. I've always noticed he's got at least 2 in his numbers. See.
It's your buddy Boomhauer, yeah. I was just gonna say it.
Look at that. He said, "Here comes the boom." A little bit of contact between Mills and Noko. Noko says, "Get out of my way, Mills." They're coming back up. Tackabug gets that down inside of him. Looks like he's clear. I don't know if he knows he's clear, but yep, there he goes. Everybody runs a different line here. We know a fast way around, but there's a way to save, there's a way to go fast at the same time. I don't know what your guys' strategy is out there on the track, but right now I wouldn't go for saving. I'd be like, I'd go full send. Let's win this thing.
I say my strategy is go fast, turn left.
Ooh, love that philosophy too. So many different people up here. We got Xfinity drivers, we got Cup drivers, we got truck drivers all through Giggity, all here for you and all support. It is awesome to see. We're at Michigan in an Xfinity car right now. Like Ed does like himself an Xfinity car. He does like himself Michigan, as we talked about earlier. So if you're out there listening, buddy, enjoy this multi-talented group of people right here. Noko goes to the inside, tackled there, almost gets in the mills. Good pass by Noko. Noko, is that some pink I see on your car?
Yes, that was something.
Okay, that's enough said about that. We're going to keep on going now. He always gives me a little bit of grief, so I had to say something right there. Bolt Crusher back here in that 98. I do like me a number 98, except for when it's in a Mustang. So many different ways around here, Noko, as we were talking about. When you're in desperation mode to save tires or fuel, I don't want you to give away all your secrets, but where would you prefer to run if you were saving tires and fuel at the same time?
I'm gonna run the middle of the track. It's gonna be less stress on that right front, and it's gonna let me steer. It's gonna let me steer the car a little bit, not so aggressive, getting in the corner. The middle to high is where I'm gonna run, especially if I'm saving.
As we all know, up here too, there is what they call a Kyle Larson line. We've seen him up against the wall. You can't. Oh, car goes spinning into the backstretch right there. I can't see who that was. Trying to flip back through and see. But you know that Kyle Larson line here, guys. It's something I wish they would bring in. If you get way up too high, you're going to lose momentum and you're going to lose more than one spot. You know, so just like at Kansas, run that wall around, but. At the same time, who doesn't want to go 200 miles an hour down the straightaway?
I don't. I want to go 215. Two's not fast enough, man.
That extra 15 miles an hour, that makes a difference.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, any miles an hour makes a difference when you can carry speed around any track. So, faster the better.
Clicking on board over here. Rare opportunity. We have been working with some phone racers and green card broadcasters with our racing, but today we've got quite a few of them. We got Roofer, Arj, and Noko. Thanks for being up here, guys. It's awesome. Falling on board with Roofer. How's that Mustang hanging for you, buddy?
It's fine. After that lag wreck, I'm just drafting off of Robbie, just trying to stay on the lead lap till we get to the end of the stage. We only got 2 laps to the end of the stage. That's making a white flag right now.
Yep, we're still right on board with you as we're going right underneath it. Robbie getting way down low, not touching that grass. Coming back up there.
Yeah, haven't seen no more lag, so I'm hoping in stage 3 here there's no issue.
Well, luckily there was no damage on her, else it would have been found on the road dead. And I'm a Ford fan, so.
I always get people grief about a Ford, but you said that one, not me that time, Arch.
I know. I mean, I'm a Ford fan, but you know, I got pick on my buddy.
Are you there, Roofer?
And as I just said that, guys, I lagged out.
You got lagged out. I was on board with you, and it immediately slammed you into the pits. I was just like, what the heck just happened as I was falling and rolling? Wow.
I'm sorry, Ed, top 5 on the first stage. So it says 6 in this stage, but I'm sure it probably busted me ahead of some people. But I'll stay in the booth with you guys. And
nope, you're not racing. You got to get kicked out. You're done. It's over.
No, we definitely want you to sit here and booth with us, man. Cause
get free win.
Once again, guys, thanks for joining us. We are a little bit early on broadcasting. This is a very special event. This is the Do It For Ed, though, fundraiser race. Everybody participating, donated a little bit. A lot of people out there racing. Great to see. Ripper, did you get a final update on what that number was? The money raised amount?
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I do know it was
Dirt Dog has an issue, and so does Salty Tenders. What was that?
I was just going to say, I was following along real quick, not to interrupt Roofer, but yeah, Dirt Dog just immediately did donuts in this infield. Go ahead, Roofer, I apologize.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, I think it's somewhere around $800 is what I was thinking.
$800 just one race guys. That's awesome.
So he told me he's like $500 at making his goal to where he can get this done. And he said anything that did go over, he was going to put back into Trout's GoFundMe or donate it to the Giggity Racing League if they wanted to use the paid drivers or use it as sponsorship money. So if it does happen to go over 2,000, anything that goes over 2,000 is coming back into the league for drivers, sponsors, or paid Trout's GoFundMe.
That's
Thought
awesome.
that was
That's
good
absolutely a
intentions.
phenomenal, great idea. Give back. We'll try to help you get there, guys. We, like you said, almost $700-800 for each day, only $500 short. Hit that like button, hit that share button, share with your friends, like Rupert said. Put it on his Twitter, and next thing you know, Rupert got you got some donation from that share. A share means so much to these guys out there. It raises awareness, and people are like, "Hey, I got you," So
Well,
that's very
yeah, a
awesome.
lot of people know of Ed though in the Heat community. He did run with MBM and on a mission at one time, so putting it up there to where a lot of people could see it, I believe that helped bring in, a lot of donations. He was really, really excited today because he's almost there and he knows it. So they won't back out. He was scared they're going to back out and give his kidney to someone else because he wasn't quite prepared. He didn't know when he was going to have a donor, so he's had $500 in the bank, and financially right now it was hard for him to raise the money. So what's it going to make this possible for him? It's going to be awesome.
That's very awesome.
You know how good
My
of a
my
guy Ed
brother.
is sick.
Oh,
Just
he's a great
imagine him
guy.
being healthy. I mean, he's gonna be, ready to go. He likes to practice with his guys like Noko does, but it's really hard on him sometimes because I guess you get real lightheaded and things like that, and he has to take a break quite often. So I'd love to see Ed go full bill and all.
My brother, his father-in-law, he needed a kidney transplant, and his wife stepped up and helped his dad out, and I saw firsthand how the recovery process takes a toll on them. So once he gets healed up, though, once he gets in, he's still gonna have a little bit of road ahead of him to recover. But then once he gets that in there, guys, he was a brand new man, and that's what we're looking for out of you, Ed. Though, so you still we're going to try to help you get that extra $500-600. But when you get there, we still got some time left today, guys. Anything helps. Thanks for everybody. I mean, we raised almost $600-800 instead, so that's awesome. Completely awesome, guys.
I want to give a shout out, Roofer, man, to you and C Dub, man, because I know you guys really pushed the idea of doing something like this for a little while now. And for you guys to do this, man, and get it organized and for it to be as successful as it was, man, I really appreciate having you around, buddy.
On such short notice,
Appreciate it,
too.
yeah, man. Everyone that chipped in and helped me with this, thank you so much. It's not just for me. I mean, this man I've known for about 3 or 4 years, all the way back from NASCAR Heat 14 days. Really good guy. He's the father. He's got a wife, and that was the main thing they were worried about is a son growing up with no dad. It's kind of heartbreaking story. So everything we did today, he's like in such a positive mood, knowing that we got his back, you know. So
And well, if it wasn't for Ed, though, and you too, Roofer, again, I would have even had the opportunity to drive in Giggity. I'd still be up in the broadcast booth. So Ed, though, he came out of nowhere one day. I was talking with Robbie and said, "Hey, Puddin, come on. Come on." So I appreciate everything Ed Doe done for me because, I mean, and everything that he's done for everybody else. So personally, I have a little bit of emotional support, too,
ooh,
for helping
Noko
Ed in
making a
there.
move on
Yeah,
Boomhauer's
he
See that,
hard.
is.
too.
Boomhauer's been out front all day, and I know he loves his track.
And Edna only lives about 2 hours from where I'm at right now, so I told him
Ooh,
before we
and
leave, I'm going to come down and shake his hand and meet him because
the
when you're that close, whoa, Mills
yeah,
spinning
Mills
going into the
just
pit. Yeah,
took
woo.
himself out. Oh man, I'm sure they've already started stage. That's the worst time to have a problem is in stage 3.
And
I
that's
was
early
already
in the
thinking,
stage too.
right, if I'm lagging, good thing. I don't want to be in front of a lot of people. What am I going to do? I was thinking if I'm on the bottom, I'm going down, letting everyone go. If I'm on the top, I'm going up and letting everyone go. But I just really, with these 2 playoff tracks tonight coming, I honestly hope that it don't happen because that's how I've lost every championship. I've been in like the final 4, the final 6 of season 1 and season 2, and something, doctor appointment or a lag issue has took me out of the playoffs every season so far. So
Well,
I'm
being in
really
the booth with
hoping.
you the last Xfinity race, I know you were really excited to go out there. So we're definitely keep an eye on you tonight, and good luck, man. I know you're excited to get back out there. We do have some good tracks tonight.
Um, might have to go buy me a Wi-Fi booster or something. I don't know. I got to figure out this problem is Robbie and somebody else spins back there. That's gonna really hurt their chances. Oh man, Robbie had a fast car. We were playing around in 11s and 12s after that lag wreck, and we were cutting some pretty nice laps. So he had a good car there. That's tough to see. But right now, Noco and Boomhauer, I mean, they're putting on a show up here. Oh, as Boom kind of comes down and almost takes his nose off. Oh, that was close.
Very respectful move. I'm on board with Noco right now. I love doing this reverse camera where I'm over the hood.
That's
because
how
right
I
now,
like to watch it, right? And then you
I
can
mean,
see.
especially you see people behind you, and then as close as they are. Noco, are you going to side draft him, or are you going to back this corner up, and or how are you going to get
He's
him?
gonna
How are you
hug
going to pull
that
away from
bottom
him?
mark.
Look at that! Look at that! No, Boomhauer pulls right up on Noco. Good for Noco. Gets a good drive. Boomhauer pulls in. Boomhauer's smart. He goes behind that Chevrolet and catch
Exactly.
the trap right as he does, right there.
Yep, the
But
draft is major. Me and Robbie kept crossing each other over because that's how big the draft is here. It's huge. So kind of if you're sitting out front with the guy behind you, you're almost just sitting duck unless you drive that perfect line like Noco's doing, to where if they go too high, they lose momentum. If they go low, you can kind of pinch. Well, you don't want to pinch them off. I don't know if they'll ever get the pass completed. If you notice, some guys I did it at the Roval the other night. Once I was able to see Noco and Buck, I started overdriving my car. Like being back there in second place, it's so tempting to try to overdrive your car to get right back up there on Noco. But
we say it all the time. You race the you race the driver, not the racetrack when
Right.
you do that. And I felt a victim to that on this one myself. But this is awesome, man. We got Cup guys, we got Xfinity guys, we got truck guys, everybody come together. And to be able to win this race, not only for Eto, but that's got to give you a little bit of boost to say, hey, look, guys, I raced with some of the best out there in all three series. We raised good money. We're doing it for a good cause support. Noco, this doesn't count towards your 7, though, just to let you know, buddy. That I don't think Boomhauer's going to. I don't think Boomhauer's going to let you run away with it. He's going to come down to the inside. Oh, Boomhauer goes straight to pit lane. Noco all by himself out there. I don't know if they're going to pull some pit strategy. Noco, I don't know what you're going to do, but if you're by yourself, as you can see, we're going to click back. No offense, you are leading the race.
I
We're going to see
don't know
if he
what
finds
to
some
do.
action. Salty
I'm gonna
Tenders on
lose the
pit lane
playoffs
backwards.
again because of the internet. It's gonna
How
happen
in the
tonight.
heck?
I got lagged out.
These AI cars on pit lane sometimes, man, they'll hit people, and I know you have no control
Yeah.
over it, but Salty Tenders was backwards halfway down pit lane, which we know is not his fault, but that's kind of crazy to see.
Sorry,
Right on
I'm
board
sorry,
right
guys,
now with
about that last
Gravely.
statement.
Noco's dropping onto pit lane now.
Yep.
You
No,
can hit
on board
pit
with
road as hard
Gravely.
as you
Gravely
want.
out there. Rusty Gravely, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. He wanted to say it. I meant to say this earlier. Good luck, guys. I just got a friend invite from him this afternoon. Good to be friends with you. I know I'll be saying your name quite a bit. I look forward to racing with you too, Rusty. So, Gravely 15 looking real good in that yellow Supra. And I do like how they brought the Supra back. I don't like the way it looks in real life, but as a race car, that thing looks nasty. And that's coming from a Chevy guy too, but Toyota and Chevrolet are in cahoots together. A lot of people don't know that. We've seen some big green flag pit stops. Tackleberry on there, changing back to that 98.
I'm gonna jump here with Boomhauer real quick, and I'm gonna sit here and see how this jumping in a lap before Noco did on the time. See if he gains some time on it. As Noco's coming out of pit road, as Boomhauer's coming into turn 1 right now.
I love Boomhauer's paint scheme too. That red, white, and blue, patriotic. As we know, he's making the pass on the outside of Noco. I think Noco just came out of pits. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So they're brilliant to back out. Pit strategies are coming into effect. Everybody's going to start. We'll see where everybody's at. But as we all know, Boomhauer is a veteran of the United States Army. Thank you for your service, buddy. With very patriotic paint scheme, very appropriate too, man. Awesome. Let's see if Noco could chase him down, which I think.
Maybe I'm just a dumb redneck, but I love the sponsors on that car, man. I love truck stops, man. Hey, listen, I've traveled all over this country. I've done a bunch of stuff, man. Truck stops are some of my favorite places in the world.
Dude, they are so fun to watch people at, man. If you want to people watch, that is no lie, man. Again, like you said, traveling all over the world, all over the country with my wife, plus again, traveling all over the country, racing motorcycles for 10 years, man. Truck stops are great people watching spots. If you ever get bored and you live close to one, go park in a distance, make sure there's no lot lizards and cops watching you, but you can just, but you can definitely people watch there.
I'll definitely go out of my way to skip going to a regular gas station to go hit the truck stop. I swear to God, I will.
Dude, I was just gonna say, if I see an exit and it says Speedway and then 2 miles up the road, and my truck's on E, I will make sure that I coast that thing up just so I can go to the actual truck stop itself, man. Plus, who doesn't love going in there buying an antenna and a CB too? I love me some CBs. Oh, Boomhauer into the wall. Noco goes to the inside. Noco taking that pink 48 car onto the inside of Boomhauer. Boomhauer's going to pull right in behind him. He's going to pull that draft up. Noco's got a good line going right now. And man, he just, I don't know if Boomhauer backed it up or didn't get in the front, but Noco pulled 3-4 cars right there. It looks like, guys.
Yeah, he's definitely got a run on him and was able to clear him, and it's definitely what Noco does, man. He'll sit there and ride around in the first 2 stages. Normally he rides around in the front, but he finally made his way out front of this field, and he's doing what he normally does in the end of these races, and he takes the lead and he shows his dominance.
Once again, guys, we have a special race today. We're doing this for Ed. Ed, though, this is the charity race. We've got drivers from all kinds of series. Noco, I know you're concentrating real hard, and I keep pulling you off of that. I don't mean to, but how does it feel, I mean, to see drivers from other series be competitive, and what's it like to race with them in a competitive race other than a fun lobby sometimes?
Man, it's awesome. I don't never really get a chance to race with a lot of these guys, so having the opportunity to be out here and just get some track time with some of these other drivers, it's pretty cool, man.
I'm sorry, guys. My internet, I had to reset it real quick just to be able to see what's going on.
Man, I love technology as much as I hate it. As everybody knows, I don't even have a cell phone right now. I don't have a real cell phone anymore. I've never owned a computer. I'm 37 years old. Never owned a computer in my life. I've never been a big technology
You're
guy.
only 37? Man, you sound like you're 60.
Okay, we'll talk later, Arch. But, you know, this PS4, that's the closest thing I've come to technology, and I'm still trying to figure it out myself, as you've been helping me, Rupert's helping me, Etho's been helping me, Robbie's been helping me, try to learn the ins and outs of this, and instead of just turning it on and clicking a game, everything that these consoles can do is pretty amazing, and first times I share played with somebody, it freaked my mind out, man. I was playing on their PlayStation. That was creepy, you know, almost, but it's very cool. I'm glad that the technology has come. And if you've never, all of us race fans out there, look up this YouTube video. From original racing games all the way up to where we're at now. It goes back to even in the 80s. I remember there's an arcade game out there. It was called Stunt Driver. And the graphics back then, they were giant blocks, but it looked so real. You had to drive up a loop and do all this. It actually used a clutch and with an H-pattern shifter. All the way to where we're at now, we went from block to square tires to look at the detail we have. But yeah, it's a great YouTube video for all you racing fans out there. It goes anywhere from IndyCar, Formula One, motorcycle, and NASCAR racing, how everything's progressed. So go out there and take a look at that YouTube video. It's really cool to see.
And it's definitely a task trying to teach Puddin' over here how to do much of anything. It's like trying to
walk a blind dog.
Well, I was gonna say it's like trying to, potty train a 2-year-old, but yeah, we'll go with that one. He has to mute his mic for a second there so he can cuss me out because he's got some choice words for me at this moment between the old joke and the 2-year-old.
My wife just woke up. She does work night shift. She asked me a question, so I unplugged my mic real quick. I apologize about that. But yeah, even she, they call me Stone Age Puddin' because all I have is a rock and a stick, and I go oog 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 and drink Keystone apparently. So.
Hey, I can see that. I can definitely picture you being that guy.
I'm just dragging my knuckles around.
I think you're too tall for that one.
I got long monkey arms, and they're beautiful long, and I got these long dancer's legs.
Oh, you were a dancer, huh?
No, only when I'm intoxicated. Like 75% of America. Once again, guys, this is the Enthos Fundraiser Support Race. We are broadcasting. We are coming at you live. We still have our regular scheduled Xfinity race coming up tonight for Giggity. Once again, Enthos, this one's for you. Everybody participating. There was donations made. Almost $700-800 we were talking about. Knocking that amount down for Enthos. I hope you can come back and watch this broadcast. We're thinking of you. And like I said, I can't wait to get down there. Shake your hand, hang out with you, purchase some of your product, and man, Enthos, I hope when you watch this, man, this is a good race. Noco, can you really slow down a little bit, give some people some chance?
Why? He going,
It's
he
been an
dude,
awesome
this
race.
is the guy that won like 17 stages in a row. Are you kidding me? He don't know what slow down means.
It's been an awesome race, man. It's like I said earlier, it's just really cool to come in here and race with some of the guys I never get a chance to race with. Especially doing it for a good cause like we are. It's pretty awesome.
And that's one of the things, man. Here is that a lot of these guys look up to you. So to actually be able to on the track with you, I know a lot of these guys are experiencing that for the first time, and I know it's a neat experience for them guys to get their butt whooped so badly.
Well, I wouldn't speak too soon, but Boomhauer's he's still within striking distance. He's about 1.8 back to me right now.
Well, I was gonna make fun of Boomhauer because for the first 2 stages, you guys couldn't keep up with him. I was gonna be like, "Hey, man, what'd you do? Put it on your custom?" But no, man.
This is one of Boomhauer's strongest tracks, so I know he's real strong here.
Yeah, he's definitely strong here. You're strong here. Ed loves this track, man. So it's good to see you guys put on a good performance for Ed today and get out here and just show these fans exactly what Giggity's made of, man. We're doing this as a family event, but we're doing this as a competitive event too. How many laps you got left there, Noko?
5 to go.
5 to go. Are you good on fuel?
No, sir.
I was gonna say I see a bunch of cars ducking on pit road right now.
One more stop.
Sorry guys, I'm having to mute up because my 2-year-old is throwing a tantrum, but usually Michigan comes down to fuel mileage a lot of times. But you got to think about it early in the run. You can't start saving them with 3 times wear the last 5 laps. You got to plan for it way early.
That you definitely do. Is Noko's on pit road and Boomhauer's right behind him. They're both pitting, so we're gonna see how this winds up turning out.
And it sounded like that there were still 3-4 laps to go. You're not going to save that many laps with, I think there was only 12 lap green flag runs, maybe 14. So if you're 4 or 5 short, you can't. Even if you started saving at the very beginning, you wouldn't be able to save that many laps here at a 2-mile track like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is a track that you can save fuel at, but like you said, it has to be started from the moment you get the green flag on your run. So we're seeing here Boomhauer come out behind him. I think he came out behind him. Yeah, Noko's back out front. He was able to actually extend that lead through pit stops, whereas I think he said it was 1.8 second lead. It looks like it's well over 3 seconds now after this round of pit stops.
It's about 10 seconds.
But no matter what, Boomhauer is
Wow.
a great race, man. A really great race. He didn't get Heat 4 at the same time. I don't know. He was off for a few months compared to some of the guys, and he's now getting into a groove that next season, y'all keep an eye out for Boomhauer. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people.
Oh, definitely. Boomhauer's one of the stronger competitors here in Giggity, and anytime you get to share the track with him, man, you know you got a tough battle coming up your way.
Most definitely.
As Boomhauer clears that lap traffic, he's going to try and sit there and open up a little bit of room. I think he's got Mills is in third right there, I believe, as he's going on the inside of Broom. Oh, and there was a car in the wall. Oh, that was Salty Tenders. He's had a rough race, man. I don't know what happened on that one restart, but his car just completely stopped on the track for a little bit, as he is still up by the wall. It doesn't appear like he's ghosted, but I can't tell.
Sorry to hear about that, Salty. Thanks for the donation, though, so you was able to race tonight, man. We appreciate everybody that donated. There were some guys that weren't able to race today that even donated, and everyone that even shared, man. If you didn't have the money to share, like I said, I think I've raised like 5 or 6, 300 or 400, probably just through sharing it through different communities. And that equal, you get it in the right hands. Some people, it's a tax write-off. Instead of having to give it to the IRS, this is the time of season right before tax time where people will give to charities like this. I'm glad that, like I said, we're really close to the finish to where he can get this transplant, and hopefully we get Trout up to his goal too, just by helping out. I think we raised quite a bit in that fund in a little bit of time. From what I heard, the Heat community raised somewhere around $7,000-8,000. that's just amazing how you know how much heart these guys got out here, you know, for their brothers, you know. I call
Was
them
that the
sim
white or the
racers.
checkered, Noco?
That's the white flag.
All right, we're gonna ride
Yeah.
on board with our leader Noco as he's gonna come down here to close out the
The
Eddo
no-go
charity
one to
race,
go.
man. Hey, who else would you want to win your charity race besides Noco? I
Oh,
mean,
dude, that's like exactly. You know, some of them guys probably hated to see him show up in the field there. You know, but not me. I like racing against the very best because that's what's going to make you better.
can't beat the
Racing
best, you ain't
against.
the best. And in my eyes,
That's
man,
right.
you know,
Right.
if you can race with the
JT
fast guys,
inspired.
that's
Right.
that's who I want to race with. Because I don't care if I'm running 7th or 17th or 1st. If I'm out here battling and I'm learning and I'm running, having a good time with the guys that I'm on the track with, that's all I'm here for. It ain't about the W's. It's about the
Right.
memories made and the friends that we can hang out with. Because if it wasn't for making friends like you guys, we wouldn't be sitting here doing exactly what we're doing for Ed.
Hey, real quick, guys, I apologize for going silent there. I unplugged my mic. Like I said, Mrs. Puddin woke up. I just wanted to talk with her. She had a couple questions. I apologize about that. And I told her what we were doing right now. And she said, that is absolutely awesome. Again, this is Puddin, just like quite a few of our people out there in the giggity world. She's a nurse. So, you know, we have military, we have EMS, we have firefighters, everybody out there. And when she found out about this, she said, that's absolutely awesome. So coming from Mrs. Puddin herself, she says thank you to everybody who participates because she's seen this firsthand, and she wants to wishes Ed her best also. So thank you, Mrs. Puddin.
Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Puddin, for sure.
Yes, I'm
Miss
sure as a
Puddin.
nurse, she knows what he's having to go through, and it's something that I wouldn't wish on, you know, anybody. I could not imagine having to spend 14 hours a week in a chair, or 16 hours a week, I'd say, in a chair, and them filtering my blood. I've you know, gave blood before, and usually it's like a 30-minute process. It's over with pretty quickly.
She's a real big advocate too. She's a real big advocate. You know, you're only allowed to donate blood every so often. She says, "Come on, let's go." She makes me donate, and she donates all the time to everybody out there. Again, being in the world of medicine, she does anything she can to help everybody else out there. But and last night, real quick, Boomhauer got the opportunity to talk to her. And of all things, he said she's funnier than me. I don't believe it,
What?
though.
Oh, no way, man. I can't wait to talk to her.
Don't worry, guys. I'll give you the opportunity to talk to her. She does have to get ready to go to work. She leaves here in about 45 minutes. Otherwise, I put her on right now on the live broadcast, especially during the opportunity for Ed, though. But she's got to get, she just woke up. She's going to get her coffee in her. She's going to get ready to go 12 hours tonight, 7 to 7. Plus, she has an hour drive there and an hour drive back from where we're at. So,
I mean, it's
one of
almost
these
time to
days-
start bugging Puddin.
Have you guys the race still?
No, Noco won it, followed by Boomhauer and then Mills. That's your top 3 from
Mills
tonight's
is right.
event.
Great job, man. That's a mix of, you know, 2 Cup guys and an Xfinity guy. Boomhauer wasn't Cup, like I said. He did have a few problems where he wasn't able to race as much and ended up back in Xfinity, but he's probably a Cup-worthy driver, and he loves Michigan, so that was good to see that he had a good run.
I just sent Boom an invite. We've already got our race winner up here, Mr. Noco himself. See if we can get Mills up here. And if anybody else that wants to, man, this isn't just the top 3. This isn't just a podium. If anybody wants to come up here, please send me an invite. I'll make sure we can get you in there. That way you guys all can give Mr. Etho a shout out yourself, man. This isn't specifically just for any one person. This is for Etho. So anybody who wants to say anything, let me know, and we'll get you in here so you can give him a shout out.
Definitely. Hey, Boom, man, you about ran away with that dang race.
You got second, Woodruff?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Oh, great, good job, buddy. I seen you had a very strong car there at the beginning.
Do we get points for leading the most laps?
No, but you get a free
No,
kick,
but you
though.
get some props.
Dude, that's
I
probably
gotta
one
say,
of the,
that car was fast, man. The start of it, just Noco just got a little bit too fast, and I took 4 tires instead of 2 like he did, little turd.
dude, I've
Yeah,
noticed you
I got
get
2
really
hoping he was
strong,
going
bro.
to take forward.
We got to talk to Noco a little bit during the broadcast, guys. How was it to participate in this fundraiser? But how cool was it to race with you know, other series drivers from Giggity and seeing how the support came together, Woodruff?
Oh, it was awesome. Me and Noka has to try to push them early on there, try to get them around some of them leaders. I mean, when you're back in the field there, it was hard to get around people and just push, you know, the barrel tight. And, but we were trying.
Very cool to
Yeah,
see, guys. Arch, go ahead, man.
Noticed that when I was out there. Once you get up to a car on the draft, and you think you can go around them, but then your car just gets really, really tight. So fresh
Yep,
air
it
probably
stalls
played a
out.
big key. Right.
Hey Boomhauer, I was gonna ask you, man. Until Noco actually kept up with you for a while there, I was gonna message you after the race and be like, "What'd you do, man? Jump in a custom real quick?"
No, I mean, I just literally
He
I
had
just
a
picked
great
a Slider
it's fun.
5. I mean, let's say Michigan's one of my favorite. It probably is my favorite track, Michigan, Chicagoland, because I mean, just the way that you run them. I mean, how smooth it is, how fast it is. You know, how wide. I mean, it's a fun track. I've been racing, you know, one of the tracks that I pride myself in running at, you know, since Heat 2. And I knew that, you know, if I could just stay near the front and the way that they were battling at the start of stage 1, you know, I had 4, 5, 6 car length lead on everybody throughout the entire stage until we made, you know, those green flag stops. And then stage 2, I stayed up there the entire time. And, you know, stage 3, I was up there with Mills, and then me and him were talking to each other. You can check my broadcast. We were telling each other that we needed to do everything possible to keep a certain somebody behind us. Because
That seems like an impossible task sometimes, doesn't it?
Because once he takes the lead, it's very, very hard to get it back. So, and then I'm not sure what happened. I mean, he literally slingshot around me like I was sitting still. I can't remember if my car just got loose coming out of turn 2. I think that's when he took the lead.
Slingshot, engage.
I'd get right up on him again, and I mean, like he was talking about, Roof, I'd get right there to his quarter panel, and the side draft I was coming off of his car, hitting mine, and just kept slowing me down, kept stalling that run out, and then before I knew it, he was 5 seconds ahead.
I think he enabled that DRS system.
Little Formula One right there.
It was fun. It was a lot of clean racing out there. Didn't have nobody arguing in the chats or anything like that. Everybody knew it was, you know, what it was for, just to have a good time in support of our friend, and it was great racing.
Most
Yeah, it
definitely.
definitely looked like some good racing up here.
Sorry for my lag issue. Anybody that got affected by it, I apparently lagged on the restart of that stage and kicked me out of the server. So I got to get that fixed before tonight.
Yeah, I was behind you, and I was like, "Where's Roofer going? Oh crap, he's lagging."
Yeah, that's what you can tell. If I start going high or low, that means I think I'm lagging. Just go on by me, because I try to just go to the back of the field until hopefully it straightens out.
You were doing all three. You went high, low, backwards, and then forwards. I was like, "Whoa,
Right.
where's he going?"
Right. Yeah, I got to get some more. I'm fixing to go see if I can get a booster or a Wi-Fi booster to help that situation out.
But it was good racing though, guys. At stage 1 and 2.
How about you, Noco? How was what was your take on tonight's race? Seeing you was up there battling with these guys a lot. Did you feel like if you could just get around them and get up there and break the draft and get that fresh air, you had it?
Well, yeah, not necessarily. It was. I was trying to get the outside to work,
maybe
and
taking
I
a
just
break
didn't
right
have.
now. Sorry about that, guys.
You're good. I didn't have enough time.
Like I said, I want to thank
help up
everybody
top.
that even shared. Some of these guys, they paid multiple entries for other guys to race, and more than what we were even asking, and that's just awesome of everybody, and I'm glad it turned out to be a good race, man.
Yeah,
You guys did great tonight.
You guys still there? Can you hear me?
I saw it in the
Yes, we
message.
can hear you, Noco. I don't know what's going on,
What
but yeah.
Roofer's doing?
I don't think.
I'm not able to hear it. Let me go check my internet's playing games on me, I think. Sorry about that, man.
I'm trying to explain stuff and he's just talking.
He's lagging on you.
But yeah, go ahead, Noco.
I was just trying to get the high line working there, and I mean, there's just so many cars on the bottom in stage 1 and 2. It's just, I mean, and it's expected, you know. I don't expect a lot of people to want to try to work with me, like push
I was
me up
trying
the
to,
front.
Noco. I will say I was trying to. I went up there with you a couple times.
I was just trying to keep you behind me.
Yeah, I saw. When I got to Boom's bumper, I knew that the only way I was going to get by him is if I was going to get that air, dump that air on that spoiler. So I was trying to keep my nose on his right rear quarter panel to slow him down. So it eventually worked, and side draft's really cool in this game. But yeah, just trying to get the outside lane working. It's a lot easier on the tires if you run in the middle of the track. You can also save a lot more fuel because you're just able to roll through the corner a little bit easier than diving in straight to the bottom. So just trying to get the middle line working, get some guys in there, and we just didn't have enough guys there in stage 1 and 2. But it was good racing overall. I was really impressed, and I'm just so thankful and blessed to be a part of the league, and I'm glad we were able to put on a good show for this charity race, Red Zone.
I just sent Robbie an invite just because I know he's in the race. Anybody else, guys, this broadcast isn't just necessarily for your podium. If anybody wants to say hey or give Ed a shout out, let me know and we'll get
Hey, you know what I
in here.
want?
know he
I
would
want to hear y'all.
appreciate
You guys have known Ed for a while, man. Tell us a funny story about him. Tell us something or something that sticks out, man. I want to make Ed laugh when he watches this thing.
He likes cooking hogs in pits.
It sounds delicious too.
It does, man.
He cooked a whole hog. I think it was Thanksgiving. He showed us a picture. He cooked a whole hog in a pig, or a whole hog in a pit, and everybody's like, "Well, that don't look appetizing." He's like, "You don't know what you're missing."
Oh man, I'm telling you what, that sounds like a heavenly meal right there.
You just dig a big old hole, get it nice and hot, put the coals on top of it, girl. Let it sit there and bake. When you peel that back, oh my goodness, guys, it's
Man,
like
I'm telling you
heaven.
what. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Robbie, what would you like to stop in and say today, buddy?
Hey, what's up, knobhead? It's Australian Robbie himself.
Sorry, guys, that was on. I didn't expect that to come that quick. Sorry, guys. Holy cow. Yeah, Robbie, we're inviting everybody up here. Get your take on the race. Give Etho a shout out.
Robbie just wants to mention it's nice warm weather in Australia right now.
Oh, it's 72 where I'm at. I got the front door open.
Shout out to everybody in Australia going through that fire too. That's a
Oh yeah, man, we definitely got to shout out Falcon. He's one of our drivers that races NASCAR from over in Australia, and I was actually video chatting with him yesterday. They've got some really important sprint car and dirt nationals going on over in Australia right now, so they were trying to enjoy that, even though they do have that tragedy going on right now.
Really quick, I'd like to give a shout out. I'm sure you guys already have too, and you've already mentioned this, but I'd like to give a shout out for every driver that just participated in that.
Yes.
The fact that we literally threw this little race together within like 3 hours, and we were able to get over $600 to donate to Ed Bell. Shout out to Ed Bell. Hope everything goes well. Prayers for you, bro. Get back here. It's fun having you. But just as a league, to be able to do that, shout out to everybody. And to put on a great race. I think that was one of our best races that we've had. There was a lot of side-by-side, a lot of good action. And I hope it was fun calling in the booth, because I know I had fun, down there on the track.
It was good. It was a really good race, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I had a blast up there. I was actually surprised I was leading as much as I was.
I'm actually surprised I had the fastest lap on the daily.
Me too. That was awesome, Matty.
Once again, guys, if you go through that leaderboard, a lot of everybody out there in Giggity is on not only your daily, your weekly, but on the all-time list. Speaking of it, I've seen him up there too. And guys, real quick, I got to bring this up because it's hilarious. The other night, Custom Daytona, Giggity, and just qualifying, took over the daily and the weekly. And one qualifying race took over all 10 spots in both, so that's awesome to see too. That's what we got here. And Etho, you were part of the Giggity, helped us get going and everything. So I hope you get to see that too, man. That was cool to see.
Definitely.
Captain Matty over there. Captain Matty's got the fastest daily lap time. As I flipped our leaderboard for you guys watching our broadcast, you can go ahead and look through is we got 6 or 7 of them top spots.
Yeah, and I actually want to say that's pretty cool. I'm glad, like, for me, this is the second time I've actually seen myself at the top of a daily leaderboard, and to be able to do it in this race, it's kind of cool. So I'm going to take a chip on the shoulder for that one.
I mean, you gotta look at the names you beat out too, man. I mean, you got NoCo, Broom, Robbie Vids, RKM, No Pit Pendle. I mean, those are all our guys right there. Rich Gang, Evo.
Yeah, Dirt Dog, Steelers, Tackleberry, Gravely, Boom, like you said, Salty Tenders. We had a lot of fast guys in here. Everybody turning out for a good cause. It was awesome to see.
On that note, I gotta get out of here, but you guys have a good night. Ed, though, shout out again. Hope everything goes good, bro, and just know this one's for you. And I mean, you obviously got a bunch of people here at Giggly that do care about you and want to see everything go good.
Oh, I can't wait for that welcome back race, man. I'm gonna be a part of that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Ham, trout, all of them.
Take care. Yeah, shout out to Trout too. Hope everything goes good.
Yeah.
Too.
Hope you watch this
Hey,
track.
little man.
Think about you.
Little man, we got a bunch of guys that are going through some stuff, and yes, I do have a diaper to go change. So take care, guys.
All right, buddy. Later, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and give most of these drivers and announcers a little bit of a break, as we do have 2 full races of action coming tonight from our Xfinity Series. We've got playoff battles on the line, and we've got a lot of big tracks and fast times to be putting down. So if anybody's got anything else you want to say before we close this out, man, we appreciate you guys coming out and doing what you did, the money we raised for Ed. And Ed, we can't wait to see you soon, buddy.
Well, he does know that you're still driving on the wrong side of the car, right? Okay, we'll get that fixed. We'll switch it over for you.
Yeah, Robbie, we'll get you an import.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was a 7.2 on the Olympic meter right there, buddy. You definitely would have got a gold medal.
Oh, you're scoring like Russia.
That's what matters, man. Just stick it out. Hey guys, I'm going to jump off real quick. I got some stuff I got to get taken care of before tonight's broadcast. As always, thank you guys, man. Appreciate it. Noko, Arch, Rupert, Natty, everybody who participated tonight. Edo, I hope you enjoyed it. This one's for you. And I'm going to sign off like I normally do and say be safe. But this one goes for Boom Howard. Bye!
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys stopping by. As NoCo, we had up here for the whole race. MP Roofer, and all you guys that stopped by afterwards and showing some love and stuff like that, man. We really appreciate you guys coming by and watching the broadcast, commenting. I feel like it was a really successful event, and I can't wait for the next one. So you guys have fun, and we'll see you back here in probably, I don't know, about 2 hours, maybe 3?
Yep, about 2 hours.
All right, man. You guys have a good one, man. I appreciate you guys stopping by.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.